Good morning. Today's devotion is on grumbling and disputing. The Apostle Paul instructed the church in Philippi and the rest of us to do all things without grumbling and disputing. Philippians 2:14. Grumbling, complaining is perhaps a path we travel too often. Disputing also seems to rise up regularly. Maybe we are accomplished in both. Grumbling and disputing. This is a target-rich environment. We might even grumble or complain that this is in the Bible. I kind of wish Paul hadn't included that. We might even dispute that what we do is not disputing. But there's more. Paul even said, do all things without grumbling and disputing. All things? Now we're all caught. We're all included here. Why is it so easy to grumble or complain and contend? Grumbling and disputing can be over things little or large. They usually take some form of me not getting my way, things not working out in the way I thought that they should, joined usually with some facial or verbal or attitude displeasure. This can be grumbling or disputing with others, or even with what God has done, is doing, or not doing to my way of thinking. Do you know that there's a book in the Bible which is filled with quite a bit of grumbling and disputing? It's the book of Numbers. The title of the book of Numbers in Hebrew is Bamidbar, which means in the wilderness. And we know how the people of God behaved for much of their time in the wilderness. Sadly, like us, they were often marked by complaining and disputing. Peter Leithart once wrote that Numbers might well have the title Rebellion in the Wilderness. When we read Numbers and see all of this, we again notice that the Bible includes examples we should follow as well as examples that we should not follow. Romans 15:4, all things were written for our instruction. We are supposed to learn from both. We are not supposed to follow a path of grumbling. Grumbling and disputing, they happen too often. What should we do about it? If I simply said, stop it, that might not be very helpful. How about we both stop it and put something else in its place? Let's go back to Philippians. In the very same letter that Paul said to quit all of our grumbling and disputing, he also pointed us to replace it with something else. Instead of storing up things to grumble about, how about dwelling upon that which is worthy of praise? Instead of disputing over so much that we have determined to be wrong or out of place, how about focusing upon that which is true and pure and commendable? This is the way Paul phrased it in Philippians 4:8. Finally, whatever is true, whatever is honorable, whatever is just, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is commendable, if there is any excellence, if there's anything worthy of praise, think about these things. Let's replace our grumbling with that which is honorable. Let's trust the Lord in all things, and in this show that we are servants of the Most High. May you have a blessed day. Thanks for joining me.